Hey everybody, how's it going? So this video is sponsored by Foco, who has a great new collection of bobbleheads inspired by both Game of Thrones and some great baseball paraphernalia. So go check them out. They have tons of great stuff for different sports fans of different sports teams, and thanks for watching. Checking out our video, feel free to join our free weekly newsletter called Pop Culture Annotated, and also join our Discord server to talk with us and others that share your fandom in pop culture entertainment. Links in the description. As season 8 of Game of Thrones approaches, many fans are interested in what will happen to the Night King and Viserion. Now, as seen in the season 7 finale, Viserion was critically injured by an ice spear before being then converted into what a lot of people assumed was the white equivalent or White Walker equivalent for a dragon. In the script for the season 7 finale, it actually refers to him as an ice dragon. However, there's been a lot of discrepancy and a lot of debate about that, considering he does not fit the description given beforehand for ice dragons. And the only excuse for this would be that Game of Thrones has decided to make a newer version of ice dragons, or a new version of ice dragons if you will, fitting the cold theme of the White Walkers. Now, the Night King's powers are very mysterious and largely unexplored to their full extent just due to his limited appearances. So because of this, to understand what the Night King did to Viserion, we believe that you kind of have to go back to how the Night King himself was created. Now, when the first men began invading the land of Westeros, the native people there, called the Children of the Forest, were less than amused. This was because the first men destroyed trees and other forested areas considered sacred. Now, to help defend themselves against the first men, the Children of the Forest used dark magic to create the first White Walker. And this ritual was conducted partially by pressing dragon glass into the chest of the victim, which turned his eyes blue, signaling the transformation. And the second time we see a transformation again from human to White Walker in the series is when the Night King transforms Craster's baby boy. It's worth noting that dragon glass in Game of Thrones is simply another name for obsidian, and it's also one of the few materials known to have lethal effects against White Walkers. And largely found near volcanoes, it almost mimics in a way how dragons were discovered in the Song of Ice and Fire series, because according to the series, the Valyrians discovered the first dragons nesting around a chain of volcanoes on the Valyrian Peninsula. So dragon glass in a certain way seems to have an affinity towards magic, much like dragons do themselves, potentially making a dragon such as Viserion an augmenting agent for any magic applied to him. Now, the script, when describing what happened to Viserion, states he's done the same thing, he being the Night King, to Viserion what he did to Craster's sons. Only those were babies, and this is a dragon. So this essentially gives confirmation that Viserion isn't a white. Now, it could be speculated that when Viserion fell into the icy waters, he was likely not fully dead. Even if he was dead, you could also argue his innate magical properties likely enhanced the abilities of the Night King's resurrection. This made Viserion a White Walker version of dragons, in this case, instead of a normal undead dragon. And this magic may have actually been related to the ritual that the Children of the Forest did to originally make the Night King in the first place, when you associate dragon glass with actual dragons, at least in terms of magical affinity. But comment below your thoughts. What do you guys think about this? Do you think he's a new type of ice dragon, or simply a White Walker dragon? Let us know your thoughts down below, and we'll see you guys later.